Hey guys, what is up? So today we're going to be teaching about retraining positions on a player. You'll see this a lot in real life. Fabinho to centre back for Liverpool is probably a very good example. Oxlade-Chamberlain playing for the mill, although you can actually argue he played for the mill for the most part, or at least wanted to. Trent, the fact he can play in midfield, things like that, and that's what I want to kind of show you here today. So we're going to pick a random player. Okay, absolutely random. I mean, this is the first guy that pops up. It's a bit harder with strikers. I mean, he's not got too much in terms of the certain abilities we want, so I'll kind of skip him. But if you see someone that's naturally different to the position that they can play, it's always worth looking into. I just want to go through a few of these very quickly. Centre back. Okay, let's go from my team. Actually, this might be a lot better. I'm actually currently training someone out of position. I've Skip here. Okay, decent enough player. I mean, yeah, he could absolutely play in that position, but that is not why I'm currently training him. I'm training him to be a fullback. Now, you will notice that, yes, there's a few reds in there, but that is more or less how I have my colour scheme set up. With Oliver Skip, though, with him being a youngster, he can definitely improve. More or less what you want to do is try and improve him in these areas. So, right here, I'm seeing crossing is probably the worst thing for me. Okay, for him. It's a big factor in the way I want to play. I want him to be able to cross the ball, so that's what I've specifically asked him to train on. And this could be absolutely anything for you. I mean, maybe you want to be a more defensive fullback. You can definitely do that. And I mean, you could even play centre back, but you know, I'm not too fond of that idea, especially with him only being 5'11". If we find someone else in the team, let me just save this before I continue. I was actually doing the Norwich City save just moments ago. Let's say Cantwell. I mean, all you want to do, go to training and just muck around with all this. I mean, see what he could possibly be good at. I mean, could be a false nine. Let's have a look. False nine. He has definitely got all the attributes to be a really good false nine. Come to think of it, so all you'd need to do, you found something that kind of ticks, like the player naturally ticks a lot of boxes. That's what you firstly need. You need a fire player that naturally ticks these boxes. Okay. Now, the only attribute we'll really lose now on here is his cross ability. I mean, his work rate will kind of come into it, and of course his stamina. But you're getting a lot of his favoured attributes, and that's what you want, is to get a majority of their favoured attributes in of course what they want. So you then, also, I usually put on double intensity because I feel they train a bit quicker. Now the issues I'm having here, and there really isn't many. I mean, he's got teamwork, decisions, anticipation, and pass, and his finishing, and his acceleration. So can I get a majority of these in? Let's have a look. Additional focus. What's the attack minute? Anticipation, decisions. I mean, that one looks quite good to me and off the ball, and I think I'd put him on that. And right there, he will then have these two, along with off the ball, specifically going up, which is very, very important. It would just be his finishing and acceleration lacking, but as a false nine, I don't really expect him to be the world's best finisher. And he could definitely play for actually a very good team, and he's someone I might need to look at in one of my other saves. But essentially, that's what you do. You kind of play around with this. Okay, so you want to go on the development screen, go to training, and then go through all these different roles, or at least ones you think he'd be good at. Okay, and then keep clicking them and make sure you then find a role that highlights a majority of his good attributes. Because you can't do this with everyone. Let's say we pick Pukey. Okay, he's a good finisher, teamwork, work rate. I mean, we've probably already found his best positions because he's not the best dribbler either. So I'd say naturally he'll play across the front line. I wouldn't really put him anywhere else. What's this lad like? He's got vision, technique, penalty taking, passing, long shots. Yeah, and he's probably found his favourite position. I mean, yeah, of course. I can find another one. I want to try and find you one more example, really. Here we go. This, I mean, we was saying he could probably been. What's his tackle like? No, that's a shame. If we've got any on loan players, I can have a look at. Well, you're kind of all over the pitch anyway, so we don't really need to look too much into you. Vision, touch, yeah. Ah, you know what? I was gonna say he might actually make a decent enough fullback, defensive fullback anyway. But you can't get what I'm trying to get at here. I hope it has helped. And let me know some examples down below that you've personally retrained. I can remember quite famously in one of the older FMs, I was Liverpool and I played Alberto Moreno as a winger. I tried a man inside forward, but his finishing just wasn't there. So he ended up being a winger. I had Trent in midfield. I had Henderson and Fabinho centre back. Who else have I put where? I think I had John Matip as an anchor man at one point. Virgil van Dijk, I had him as a target man on this year's FMA. He was actually really, really good. You know what? Just for pure example purposes, I would like to show you that. Let's not save. Let me just quickly go on my Liverpool one. This is just my save I play, just by myself. Always enjoy playing that save. It's always quite fun to play. But I just want to show you because during this actual one, I did put him as a target man, and he was actually terrific at it. Tactics, Virgil van Dijk. Oh, and another good example is lad there. But very quickly, this was when he played target man for me. He played a majority of the away games at target man specifically, and he scored 11 goals, 5 assists, and it was absolutely brilliant. If I show you right here, target man support. It's only his finishing off the ball, but everything else was brilliant for him, and he really played well. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I believe saying his defensive work, even though it's not the worst. He's really adept at learning all this sort of stuff, but for the most part, he's good at most positions, which is really, really good. Is anyone else kind of changed around? I don't believe I have, not really. Ah, yes, maybe this lad. See, notice how he's really good at kind of everything. I have also trained him, if we go here, to play box to box, and he can certainly play box to box. Although he has been scoring a lot of goals, so I just kind of keep him up front off the bench for the most part. He does a really good job. I think that's kind of everyone I want to kind of discuss about. Yeah, I think that's what we'll end it as. Actually, very quickly, I'll just show you why Henderson can definitely do a job. It's only his height, if anything. But yeah, it's just his heading. Look at all these stats. You struggle to find a centre back with these good of stats. Par, the heading, and jumping reach. They were out the game. I mean, especially when you're playing. I mean, if you're playing against smaller strikers, I mean, I certainly wouldn't put past him playing there. Yeah, he's really good stats. You'd struggle to find a centre back with those stats. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.